This is a demo of MagixTable. I'm going to showcase some of the interesting applications on it. The first app that we'll be looking at is the media viewer. So in the media viewer you can have directories. You can load your photographs, PDFs, videos into multiple directories, and you can open the directories from here. Whatever is there in the directory will be shown in form of scalable rotatable tiles. So like you can pass on the tiles to the person in the front, and simultaneously multiple people can be operating on these slides, zooming onto them. There's also a way to organize the tiles. So there's a quick sort out here. So you can organize the tiles in a format, and then you can just pick out the tiles that interest the person onto the other side of the canvas. There are two levels of zoom in this. One is the image level zoom itself, and the second is the canvas level zoom. So if you have multiple photographs, you can zoom at the canvas level, or you can pull out the individual photograph and zoom on them. So once you have these sorted pictures, you can be focusing on some sorted picture. You can scale it to full size in HD, and then have an annotation layer on top of it. So in the annotation layer, you can actually mark certain things. You can also type if you want. You can get an on-screen keyboard, so you can type something on it. You can change the position of this, and you can either email this whole thing to someone, the screenshot of this thing, or you can save it to your hard disk, or you can also send it to the printer, which is attached if it is attached close by. There are also options to change the colors of annotations, to erase it, to change the size and the thickness of the annotation layer. So this annotation layer is available throughout the suite. You can also have sounds. You can go back to the parent directory and have another directory opened up. You can have different set of images, videos, PDFs loaded in this. The next application we're going to look at is the PDF viewer. So you can convert your PowerPoints into PDFs, or if you already have some existing brochures or any content in PDF format, you can load it into the directory, and it gets formatted in a tile format. You can select the PDF that you have loaded, and you can browse through it by just swiping on it. You can zoom onto a PDF with a two-finger gesture. You can pan across it. You can also jump to a certain slide, like I've jumped to the 15th slide, or you can jump back, and then you can continue doing your gestures like flick gesture front or flick gesture back to navigate. Again, even in this, the annotation layer is still here, so you can clear the annotation and you can draw some new annotations on top of this. You can also collaborate and contribute to the annotations. You can select the paint color, so blue, so you can use the blue color and annotate on it. There is also an option where you can rotate the complete presentation to the person sitting in the front. So, like if you want to pass on the control of the presentation to the person sitting in the front, you can do this. You can rotate it back. So the next application we're going to see is hotspots. So you can have a map with some hotspots in it, and say if you want to show some like details regarding a particular spot on the map, you can click on the spot and there is a pop-up that comes out of it. You can select multiple pop-ups like this. You can scale these pop-ups, rotate them, and browse through them. So you can also filter out the the points or the hotspots on the map by selecting a menu out here. You can add videos, photographs, PDFs again to the pop-ups in HTML format if you want. The next application we're going to look at is 3D viewer. So if you have files created in 3D Studio Max or Maya, you can load these models in OBJ format or open collada format, and you can view them with real-time 3D rendering and texturing happening on it. If you want to view, you can also view the wireframe of the object. You can zoom on to see the detailing. You can bring the texture back and inspect an object. You can go back to the menu. There can be multiple objects in here. You can again zoom on. You can try it. So one touch is to rotate the object, and two touch is to like zoom in and pan the object around. Yeah. The next productivity app we are going to look at is the slider. So in slider, what you can do is that you can have some like sequential images. So if you want to show like 1, 2, 3, 4 sequential images in rotatable, scalable formats, you can put them in the slider, and as you progress the slider, the next set of images can load out here. So now I'm going to the third set of images. These are the third set of images. So you can like again put videos, PDFs in this slider. You also have the option of having a traditional web browser. So you can open any website you want on it. It supports multi-touch. You can operate on menus and do all the things that you can typically do on any other touch device. The next application we're going to look at is knowledge. So in here you can actually have hierarchical menus. So if you have some like a brainstorming map or a mind map, you can like have nodes, sub-nodes to it. Each node can have an information under it. So any form of hierarchical information, these are HTML pages, so you can embed anything you want, videos, photographs, or text content you can embed in here. And each node can also have a sub-node, and you can zoom at any level you want inside this. So you can like manipulate the nodes to spread across the screen. You can focus on a certain node, expand it. So if you want images, videos, like this node has a video inside it, you can also play the video. You also have an option to search in the nodes if you want to look at one particular node in this list. You can collapse a node and go back to the parent node. And other than this, there are some fun applications, like you can have a drawing board. So you can use multiple touches to paint on it. So I can select a brush size. So I select a size and I can use multiple touch points to paint on it. I can save the documents, I can print documents from here. So in case there is a discussion that you are having, you can use this surface to have the discussion and then get a printout out of it. There is an also option to have some presets. So if there are some certain presets that you want to have on the system, you can like select the size and you can have these presets where you can quickly mash up a drawing. I mean, this is just an example, but you can replace these images with whatever you want. Next application we're going to look at is draw on video. So if you have some video, like videos to be discussed or analyzed, like here is an example of a football video, you can pause a video and do an analysis on this video. So you can select colors also. So say if you want to select green color, you can annotate on top of this. Again, all of this is multiple touches. It supports up to 40 simultaneous touch points. You also have an option to erase it. You can play the video in slow motion, slow it down further or forward it. So this is a slow motion video, you can pause and analyze it. There are some other applications as well which are more from an entertainment standpoint. So say both of us can play a piano. And we'll also start one of my favorite games, which is Wong. So yeah, you use two fingers to form a paddle. And there are several other entertainment apps in here.